Welcome back to Daytona Beach, Florida. Continuing action of the 2025 Purple College Basketball Invitational right here on Flow Sports. The Ocean Center, the site for 4 first-round games today, 4 games tomorrow, and then into the later rounds as we go through Wednesday and crown a champion here in the 2025 College Basketball Invitational. Jennifer George, the former Florida Gator, on hand alongside Hector Ledesma as Elon and Army gets at the tip-off, and we're moments away from the tip here in Game 2 of Day 1 of the 2025 CBI. Let's quickly take you through the starting lineups for each team. We'll get into keys to game and players to watch later. But you know what? With the players Andrew King, Isaac Harrell, Braden Kump, Sam Sherry, and Matthew Van Coleman, the starting 5 for Elon. We'll take you through the starting 5 for Army here when possible as we are underway with Game 2 in the 2025 CBI. And it's Army in the whites who will have possession first following the tip going out of bounds. It's Ryan Curry handling for the Golden Knights to start.
Taking a look at Elon's starting 5, Sam Sherry. He's just all-around game, scores at all 3 levels. We'd like to see that here today.
Yeah, for the Black Knights, it's a quick shot. Did he beat the buzzer? No, he did not. Andrew King. On the other end, it's Jason Holloway who let that one fly, was not able to. And so with that, it is now Elon who gets its first possession. This is Andrew King. 3-pointer, first shot attempt is off. And back the other way come the Black Knights. In the lane. Quick little runner, no for Ryan Curry. A shot attempt by Jason Holloway. That one does count. His first one did not. Give Holloway the first bucket of the afternoon.
Great job. Second chance opportunities for the Black Knights.
Trouble Elon inbounding, so they had to take a timeout so they wouldn't suffer an early turnover. So with that, let's take you through the starting 5 for the Black Knights out of Army. And look at who is on the court to start today's ball game. Isaiah Caldwell, as mentioned, Ryan Curry, Kevin McCarthy, Jason Holloway, and A.J. Allensbach. You see the starting 5 for these Army Black Knights. And how about we take us through keys to the game? What's going to be key here for Elon in this ball game, Jennifer?
Well, for Elon, their keys to the game are going to be making sure that they guard the three-point line, that they dominate the glass, and that they play as hard as West Point does. And that's going to be a tough one, given that that's part of their mission is every single game making sure they're going out as hard as they can.
That's Andrew King for Elon. They swing it over. King again with the handle. Sam Sherry, number 4, sets the screen. Out to the right side, it's number 14, Braden Crump. And then underneath, Sam Sherry with the first bucket for Elon.
And that's exactly what Sam Sherry likes to do, is being able to get into the basket using his great footwork.
3-point attempt here for Army goes awry. Shot no, so back the other way comes Elon. It was Kevin McCarthy who tried to put Army on top 6-2 with that 3-pointer. Does not go. And so dead ball early going here. We're a minute 43 into this ball game. You see the whistle. Andrew King trying to get inside. King's first shot, no good.
I like to point out, Army's bench is so long that they have to have players standing on the sideline. That's how many people are on their squad.
Yeah, they bring a big roster. Andrew King, a guard out of Phoenix, Arizona, knocking down one of his 2 free throws. Tied early, at 3. Isaiah Caldwell's here on the left wing for Army. Out to Ryan Curry. Curry in trouble, gets it out. Another three-point attempt from McCarthy. That one's short. Boarded, though, by A.J. Allenspach.
Allenspach's one of those players that just rolls up their sleeves and gets the job done, whatever's asked of them. And he does it again with the reverse layup.
Allenspach, not only a board machine, but also a man who can put it in the bucket. Three-pointer straight away, good, and a big answer for Sam Sherry, the big for Elon.
And that's what makes Sherry so dangerous, is his ability to score all 3 levels. And with the steal.
Speaking of, not only 3 levels of offense, but a level of defense as well. Back the other way, trying to get it inside. Trying to get it to big Matthew Ben Coleman, the 7'4" center. Not able to get it to him, though. Other end. 3-corner from the wing, no for Jason Holloway. Back come the Phoenix. Elon 17-15 on the year. 8-10 in conference play out of the CAA. The Black Knights 16-15. A winning record in the Patriot League at 10-8. Andrew King fouled as he went to the rack.
And King doing a great job attacking the baskets and getting to the free throw line.
So free throws coming for King. Elon on top, 6-5 early. In case you were not with us for the first game of the day here on Flow Sports from the 2025 Purple College Basketball Invitational, UIW, University of the Incarnate Word out of San Antonio, knocked off Manhattan 92-85. So that sets up a UIW Jacksonville matchup tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, King hitting his first free throw, making it a 2-point advantage for Elon early. 16:34 remaining in the first half.
And coming off the bench for the Black Knights, you got all Patriot League first teamer Jalen Rucker. Looking to get on the board quickly.
Blake Barker's first shot attempt is off. Haley Kendall, number 13 for West Point, also into the ball game. The Phoenix will inbound here following the foul. That's Sam Sherry. Inside, they try to go down low to Kendall Campbell. Trouble with it, though, and possession back to Army. Number 1 is Jalen Rucker for the Black Knights. A move and a big slam at the rim. It won't count. Pretty. But Allenspach told that won't count. Whistle well before.
Allenspach did a great job of misdirection there at the elbow. Unfortunate, didn't count, but sideline out of bounds.
Yeah, so Army will inbound, down by 3. Here's Jalen Rucker. Other end, it's Kendall Haley, gets into the lane. Passes it back out. Jordan Everson misfires on his first shot attempt. Inside, where they tried to go to Kendall Campbell, did Elon on the previous possession. They went there. He kicked it back out. Here's Sherry. Turns into the lane, keeps that pivot. Try to get it down low to Braden Crump, but it's out of bounds. 15:27 remaining. Elon, an early 8-5 lead on Army. You're watching Flow Sports and the coverage of the 2025 Purple CBI.
because we're aches and pains. You think you're sore in the morning because of your age?
You don't hurt because you're old. You hurt because your mattress stinks, which makes our job a lot easier. Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Purple is proven to help you rise refreshed, which is awful.
For us, it's very good news for you.
Do not go to purple.com.
Do not visit a Purple store.
I'm Aches.
As we take you through the beginnings of this Army-Elon matchup, who are you going to have your eye on here, Jennifer George?
Well, for Army, Jalen Rucker, who just got into the game, like we said before, a Patriot League all-team member, 1,000-point scorer for the Black Knights. He's someone that the Black Knights will need. And Josh Scovins, he does it all. He's a lockdown defender, averaging 15 points per game. He's someone that really will need to be guarded. And then A.J. Allenspack, we saw a little bit what he can do already. He's just that person that gets the job done. And then for Elon, we got Sam Sherry. He is a 3-level scorer, 14 points per game. His leading rebounder for the Phoenix. Andrew King runs the show with the point guard. And then you really can't talk about the Phoenix unless you're talking about Matthew Van Komen out of Lehigh, Utah. Likes a baby hook over the left shoulder. He is just all size and is the rim protector for the Phoenix.
Fantastic matchup here between a couple of teams that are coming in off good seasons, winning records. Elon 17-15 overall, Army 16-15 overall. 2 more for the Phoenix. Well, taking a spill off the inbounds pass. Kendall Campbell hit the bucket, then hit the floor, and then right after that, Tate Laskowski, who just entered the game, tripped over him. Now both okay, both understanding that's what happens every once in a while, but 2 more for Elon and an early 5-point lead.
We're going to need some mop action down there on the edge of the floor.
And they're doing just that right now. 3-pointer Jalen Rucker straight on, no. Battle for the rebound, won by Blake Barker. It's Rucker. Thought about it on the step back. They swing it to the corner. That's Jordan Everson. Back to the top, it's Barker again. Thinking about it was Tate Laskowski. Inside, Jalen Rucker will take it. No, but he's earned a trip to the free throw line.
Again, with the size difference, with Harrell getting that big swing, a little unnecessary with the smaller King into the paint.
So Army, after getting the first bucket of the ball game, has seen Elon go on a run, and it's the Phoenix will have a 10-5 lead, make it 10-6 after Rucker hits the first free throw. Rucker, go ahead, Jennifer.
Well, I was going to say, Hector, we spoke about it in our last game, but both of these programs coming off, extremely historic seasons for them, especially with the Black Knights, tied for their best league play in program history.
Top, it's Trey O'Neal. He's number 8, hounded before they get it to Sam Sherry. That's always a good idea for Elon. Sherry 2 more and a 12-7 lead. Back the other way in a hurry, it's Barker, Blake. Out to Laskowski. Here's Kendall Haley coming. Has the ball, off the give. Now into the lane, that shot blocked. Kendall Campbell got it. Barker thought about it, into the lane. Out here it's Jordan Everson. Lefty scoop, blocked again. Kendall Campbell, 2 rejections on that possession.
Campbell making his presence known on both ends of the floor with the pump fake and the reverse layup.
What a sequence for Kendall Campbell, the 6'8 sophomore out of Atlanta, Georgia. Couple of rejections, then a bucket. 14-9 lead for Elon. Andrew King, here's Sherry. Get it to Isaac Harrell. There's King, he'll let it fly. Back rim. Sherry fighting to keep the loose ball inbound, he does. And a good thing because Elon retains possession. Sherry, see if he can reward his hard work, and he does. It was Sherry who kept that possession alive, and Sherry who finishes it with a 3-pointer. 8-point lead now for Elon.
And it's been all Sherry here in the first minutes.
Jalen Rucker trying to answer to no avail. Andrew King slows it down as he crosses half court. Ran into Kendall Campbell a little bit. It's Sherry. Watched at the top of the key by Jordan Everson. Knocked away. Army had numbers for a brief second. Instead, it's Barker, blocked by Sherry.
Elon's size is disrupting the Black Knights so far, having trouble getting around them.
Well, in the early going, you see the interior for Elon just swatting away several Black Knight attempts. Trey O'Neal. Three-pointer by Andrew King. No.
Well, the Phoenix in general are one of the biggest teams in this tournament, and we're seeing it again here. Campbell intercepting the pass from King.
Using that long right arm, a three-pointer from the corner for Tate Laskowski. No. Loose ball. And I think that's going the way of Elon. When we come back, Army with a little bit of work to do early on. The Phoenix has them down 17-9. You're watching the 2025 Purple CBI from Daytona Beach right here on Flow Sports.
The greatest sleep ever invented. We've hired Humpty Dumpty.
Hey there.
How we doing today?
Oh, I'm just sort of doing what I do, you know, man. My back is killing me. Okay, oh no. No.
Yes! No cracks!
That's because Purple's Gel Flex Grid is soft to cushion Mr. Dump's shoulders, hips, and knees, and firm to instantly align his spine.
Visit purple.com or a store near you.
So would I just invoice you all?
To show why Purple is a great...
The Elon Phoenix, led by Billy Taylor, a man who starred at Notre Dame back when he played his college ball, graduated in 1995. Since then, an overall coaching record of 252 and 268. At Elon, he's 38 and 58. It's his third season with the Phoenix. Named the 19th head coach in the program's history. A two-time Patriot League Coach of the Year when he was at Lee in 2003 and 2004. Also guided Ball State to the 2009 MAC West Division crown. And so Coach Billy Taylor in charge of these Elon Phoenix.
And you love to see coaches that have played at a high level able to bring his experience into the next generation. And he's been able to turn this program into contenders and in great guys like Matthew Van Komen.
In addition to his team at Lehigh, also coached at Ball State, Belmont Abbey, before making the move over to Elon. His Phoenix have a 17-9 lead. Trey O'Neal handling. Trey, a freshman guard from Ardmore, Pennsylvania. Giving chase there was 7'4" Matthew Van Komen. Thought better of it, did the center from Lehigh, Utah. Transfer in from Hawaii Pacific. So it's Braden Crump who will inbound. Redshirt freshman is Braden. O'Neal, top of the key, gets a screen from Van Komen. They swing it. In the corner, it's DeAndre Smart, who's into the ball game. Down on the block. Van Komen looking to go to work. Left hand off the rim. Put back there for Braden Crump.
And Van Komen had to double pump there a little bit on that layup, forced a miss, but for lucky for him, Crump was able on the other side to finish the job.
For Army, that's Jason Holloway. He got a couple of shots early. One of them didn't count. It was right after the shot clock violation on the first possession of the game, but he's back in the ball game. Ryan Curry will let it fly. No. DeAndre Smart clearing. Austin Williams into the ball game. He's number 11 for Elon. Again, the Phoenix wearing the dark uniforms here. Army in the white. O'Neal. with Isaiah Caldwell watching him. Austin Williams in front of us, into the lane. Austin lets it go, 2 steps, draws the blocking foul, and he's headed to the free throw line.
Williams taking it aggressive to the paint.
So a 10-point lead is what Elon has right now, as Williams looks to build on it. Under 11 minutes to go here in the first half, 10:41 to be exact. First free throw is good for the 6'1" junior out of Laurel, Maryland.
Williams doing a great job of just attacking. Holloway unable to get his feet set and get there in time for the charge.
Sam Sherry, who scored 10 early points for the Phoenix, easily a game high, taking a breather. Without him, though, the Phoenix extending now to an 11-point lead. Curry. On the other end here, it's Jalen Rucker. Rucker, a little bit of a skip. Gets it back, fires it from the corner, and hits it. A much-needed basket for the Black Knights to, at least for the moment, stall an Elon run. It's 20-12 here with 10-10 and counting remaining in the first half.
And Rucker with a nice point to the bench with the Simpkins brothers watching.
Crump misses, but he's got his own board. Back to Austin Williams. Austin kicking to Trey O'Neal. DeAndre Smart going baseline, wide open look for Isaac Carroll. Make it Austin Williams, excuse me. Boarded by DeAndre Smart. And you touched on this a little while ago, Jennifer, that Elon size just really making a difference in the early going.
Especially on the boards, and that was one of the keys for the Black Knights, was to be able to control the boards as much as they can. And so far, the Phoenix are having their way.
So Smart with 2 coming. He's a sophomore, goes 6'6", listed as a forward. The Savannah, Georgia native hits the first of his 2 free throws. Back to a 9-point game. Elon, a team that went 8-10 in conference play. Off to a fantastic start here this afternoon. Ryan Curry's number 2. Montgomery, New Jersey native is Ryan. Here's Jalen Rucker. Big piece for these Army Black Knights. Barker is as well, and he hits his first 3-pointer. Blake Barker.
And that was caused by Rucker being able to get into the heart of the Elon Phoenix's defense and able to pass it back out to a wide open Barker.
On the other end, Smart, nice fake, goes up with it, no. Keeps it alive, again, that size. It was Van Coleman, all 7'4" of him, that made it possible for his teammates to grab the ball, and then after they did, it's Andrew King who gets 2 more.
And the Phoenix are having a field day on the offensive boards so far.
Barker hit the 3 moments ago, now in the lane working on Smart. Dishes it back out, Curry. Blocked by Van Coleman. Curry back with it, out to Barker. Leaves for Rucker, who'll let it fly. Rebounded by Allensbach. Barker, another attempt, back rim. Here's Andrew King the other way.
I know Barker would want to have that one back quite wide open from the top of the key.
3-pointer for Isaac Carroll, money.
And right in motion, that's exactly where he wants to catch it.
His first 3-point attempt, second shot overall. Allensbach, other end, nice. He used the rim as protection when guarded by the much taller Matthew Van Coleman. Got it to go. Black Knights here within 10. Harrell again. Isaac into the lane, rims out. Ryan Curry, just 6 foot, sorry, Jennifer, but able to come down with that board.
And that's exactly what I was going to say. Curry with good defense. There's mismatch at almost every position on the floor right now in favor of the Phoenix.
Kevin McCarthy off on the three-pointer from the corner. Under 7.5 to go. Elon in control from just after the opening whistles. That was going to go on Army.
Looks like we have a Black Knight on the ground.
Yeah, tough to check the number. We'll check in on him when we get back. It is Kevin McCarthy. Appears to have been hit in the face. We're right back after this right here on Flow Sports. Elon, a 10-point lead on Army.
Purple is the greatest sleep ever invented. We've hired Humpty Dumpty.
Hey there.
How we doing today?
Oh, I'm just sort of doing what I do, you know, man. My back is killing me. Okay. Oh no. No.
Yes! No cracks!
That's because Purple's Gel Flex grid is soft to cushion Mr. Dump's shoulders, hips, and knees, and firm to instantly align his spine.
Visit purple.com or a store near you.
So would I just invoice you all?
To show why Purple is a...
Well, the man in charge of the young men who make up this Army squad who will serve our country is Kevin Kuwick in his second season as the head coach at West Point. Before that, an assistant at Butler. Some time at Davidson, Dayton. Was an Ohio State video coordinator back at the end of the first decade of the 2000s. That stint with Butler, his second stint, served that same job, director of operations with Butler early on. Also, stops at Ohio University and St. Michael's College. So Kevin Kuwick, well-traveled, and now the head coach of the Army Black Knights.
And we had conversations with him yesterday. He spoke about just the ability to coach the young men that he gets to coach. He doesn't have to worry about really NIL or losing kids to, more money, because the kids that are going to West Point, they're going off doing some things differently afterwards.
Special type of young man, and obviously our thanks to the young men who make up this Army program, and not only what they've done, but what they will sacrifice in committing to our armed forces following graduation. It is Elon who leads West Point by 10 right now, and a chance to increase that lead at the free throw line. Andrew King. First free throw is good, so he's going to get a second. That's point number 6 for Andrew. The lead grows to 11. Second free throw, good. So a 12-point lead whistles. We got a substitution. Austin Williams back in for the free throw shooter, Andrew King. And here's Jalen Rucker for Army. Leads them at 17.8 points per game.
Now West Point needs a good shot out of this timeout break.
Jalen attacking the rim. Shot was partially blocked. Here's Curry. Ryan off the side of the rim on his three-pointer. Elon's off and running. Harrell will let it fly. Bake it in. I don't know if he called it. I don't think he did. The scoreboard doesn't care. 32-17, the Phoenix on top.
That's his second three-pointer of the game. In a different fashion, though.
Rucker off on the three, but another possession. It's Leskowski back into the ball game. He's 32. There's Rucker. Go baseline as mentioned, nearly averages 18 points per game. Curry, sophomore guard, hits the first three-pointer.
I've been waiting to say it. Curry for three. It just seems right. It feels right coming out.
Fifth shot attempt, first field goal make. Inside, it's Kendall Campbell, very active defensively, but offensively also going to work. That one, no. Ryan Curry giving chase, thought better of it, didn't touch it, out of bounds. The Black Knights here, maybe a chance to put some points together here. Get this thing back into single digits. We're under 6 minutes to go before both squads head into the locker room.
And Army now is sending 1 and 2 defenders into the paint now. It might be making a difference.
There's Curry, averages 12.5 per contest. Barker, he'll let it fly. Loves to live from beyond the arc. Barker misfires, another shot. Here's Rucker. Jalen into the lane, finishes with the right hand, but can't quite finish. Back into the ball game is Sam Sherry for Elon, making his presence felt right away. Thought about letting it fly, puts it on the floor. Sherry, 6'11", a senior out of Pennsylvania. Inside, Campbell, no. Cleared by Laskowski. Rucker, always going, always attacking, and he pays off for him there. Jalen, a chance for a three-point play.
And that's a great job by Rucker, initiating the contact and going over that left shoulder, extended arm for that made layup.
Another look, and what I've noticed about Jalen, Jennifer, is every time he gets the ball, he's in attack mode. He's always looking to go forward, going toward the basket.
All speed ahead. All speed ahead. He is all go, no breaks.
Big reason why he's pacing the Black Knights at 17.8, nearly 18 points per game. Also gets 4.2 rebounds per game, and for the year, he's got 93 assists. So second only to Curry in terms of dishing the ball. Ryan with 110 assists on the season. It's King on the other end. Sherry will let this one fly. Not a bad idea. Back into the game, and Sam Sherry making his presence felt right away. A game-high 13 points.
And Sherry's just so hard to guard, especially at his size and his ability to just catch in rhythm. It's such a silky smooth release.
Senior who goes 240, 6'11" is his listed height. Mechanicsburg is the town he's from in Pennsylvania. Jordan Everson inbounding, stolen by Trey O'Neal. In a hurry, up the court, leaves, and off the bank, a nice little finish from Braden Crump.
And Crump hanging in the air for it seems like at least 5 seconds and able to finish.
The redshirt freshman getting his second bucket of the afternoon. Barker on the other end. Here's Rucker. Jalen out of Baltimore, Maryland. Letting it fly there on that right wing is Jordan Everson. And the Williston, North Dakota native, not able to connect. But the ball will stay on this side of the court.
That foul was on King, and you got to think with the Simpkins brothers out for this game, there's extra minutes to be had.
Well, Elon doing well despite the absences of TJ Simpkins and TK Simpkins. Brothers from Brooklyn. TJ 6'5", TK 6'4", TK a junior, TJ a sophomore. Neither in this ball game. Timeout, we'll take it with them. Elon in control, 14 points is the lead right now. Army trying to have a little something to say about that. We're back with the 2025 Purple CBI Daytona Beach right here on Flow Sports.
Purple is the greatest sleep ever invented. We've hired Humpty Dumpty.
Hey there.
How we doing today?
Oh, I'm just sort of doing what I do, you know, man. My back is killing me. Okay, oh no. No.
Yes! No cracks!
That's because Purple's Gel Flex Grid is soft to cushion Mr. Dump's shoulders, hips, and knees, and firm to instantly align his spine.
Visit purple.com or a store near you.
So would I just invoice you all?
To show why Purple is the...
And we keep you up at night because we're aches and pains. You think you're sore in the morning because of your age?
You don't hurt because you're old. You hurt because your mattress stinks, which makes our job a lot easier. Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Purple is proven to help you rise refreshed, which is awful.
For us, it's very good news for you.
Do not go to purple.com.
Do not visit a Purple store.
A big reason why the Elon Phoenix have a 14-point lead here in the early going of the first half with under 4 minutes to go now is their defense, Jennifer George. Whenever they've gone inside the lane has Army, Kendall Campbell, Matthew Van Coleman, and that Elon interior defense has had something to say about it.
It's been a block party so far. And it's Sunday afternoon. Campbell has led the show, and then obviously Van Coleman has been a big disruptor for the Black Knights.
Well, Kendall Campbell, as mentioned, he goes 6'8". Van Coleman is 7'4". Sam Sherry, their top scorer, is 6'11". That's a lot of height, especially in this day and age of a game that's dominated by wing play. Elon with a lot of size, and it's proving a big difference in this first half. Army with possession. Jordan Everson, top of the key. Rucker inside, attacking as we've mentioned throughout the broadcast. They swing, good pass, good look. Jordan Everson able to knock it down.
And the Black Knights are going to need more of that to get back into this game.
The lead 11 now for Elon. O'Neal into the lane. DeAndre Smart back in. Had to pull it back, and when he let it go, he was fouled.
And that's just tough to guard, especially for the Black Knights, his size and his ability to spin off defenders.
So Smart, a 6'6" forward out of Savannah, Georgia, just a sophomore, goes 230. Gets his third point of the afternoon.
I don't know why this has come to mind, but so often we talk about men's weights. Are we going to add that to the women's game? Since we are adding a lot of things.
It's always, I feel like it's just kind of old school. They throw in the weights along with the height. Like in height, basketball matters. But I hear you. When you look at a football roster, the height doesn't really matter as much then, as much as the weight would matter, you would think, in basketball. So it is an interesting dynamic there.
Yeah, might as well add it to the women's game.
Top of the key, it's Rucker. Back to Barker. Inside. Rucker, good look. He'll take it. Side of the rim, it's short. But back to put it in is Jordan Everson. 5 points in a row for Jordan. And this an 11-point game.
And back on the defensive side, Everson has the assignment to guard Sam Sherry.
Crump will let it fly. Got a good look after Barker went for the steal. It's Curry. Here's Rucker. He'll pull up. Short. Sherry fighting for it. Stepped out of bounds. He tried to save it in. And probably a good thing because Barker had it right underneath the rim.
Yeah, saving it under your own basket's always a risk.
So this will stay Army basketball. They're down 11. Shooting it at a 28% clip. Been a struggle with that Elon interior defense, although Laskowski using all 6'8" of that frame to get that hook to go.
Laskowski has done a really good job so far in the minutes that he's had of being productive.
Step back three for King is short. No one else touched it. Army basketball. So the Black Knights have cut this. It was a 13, 14-point game not long ago. It's single digits now. And a chance to get it even closer, 7, maybe even 6. Under 2:20 remaining in the first half. Rucker. Curry. Stops his dribble. Now goes to Barker on that right wing. Curry top of the key. Rucker thought about it in the lane. Curry moving with him. Side three, front rim. O'Neal with a rebound.
Here's that two-man game between Rucker and Curry, unable to finish.
Here's Sam Sherry. Game high 13 points, spins back to O'Neal, they swing. Harrell, it's King on the side, going inside, stolen. Good hands by Laskowski. Curry, here's Rucker in front of us. Back to Curry, he'll take the three. Almost another chance for Jennifer to say Curry for 3.
I was waiting for it.
But
Top
not
of the
quite
tongue.
yet. Maybe the next time. King taking his time as he crosses the timeline. Rucker went for the steal. Whistles, but it looked like away from the ball.
Unable to see
Whoa.
who was the foul on.
Well, stoppage in play. Another look as we try to figure out where the whistle came from. The whistle was over here, so I think it's an off ball, but I don't think it's an offensive foul because it's not like they were going back the other way.
We're unclear, but I'm sure when we come back in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, there's 1:20 remaining in this first half. We'll keep it right here. Elon, it appears, is going to maintain possession.
No, it looks like they're on defense now, so it was on Elon.
Never mind. It was an offensive foul off the ball. Maybe a moving screen or something off the ball because Elon had it, and now Army will take possession. And again, a chance for them to cut deeper into a lead that was as big as 13-14 at one point. It's down to 9.
We have Van Komen back in the game.
Elon in front in this ball game for 16 minutes and 12 seconds of the nearly 19 full minutes we've played. But right now, Elon on a scoring drought that's exceeded 2 minutes. It's allowed Army to get back into this thing into single digits. Barker, they swing. Isaiah Caldwell continuing to swing. Curry in the lane, leaves. Nice give and a foul as Allen Spack was trying to get a shot off.
And smart play, great ball movement by the Black Knights, but Allen Spack able to really hold that pump fake with a flying Campbell coming in.
So AJ at the free throw line.
As you can see, Curry dropping it down and then just holding one pump fake. And the block happy Campbell gets a foul and heads down to the bench.
4 points today for Allen Spack. He's perfect from the field. This will be his first free throw. It's short. Cleared by Sam Sherry. Elon shooting it at a 50% rate. Army only shooting it at 29% rate. There's an over and back violation. So with 36.5 seconds to go, again Army with the ball, and now that drought extending to nearly 3 minutes.
On the other side, this is exactly what the Black Knights need going into halftime. If they can cut this lead even more with a bucket here.
Well, you often hear pro coaches talk about in quarters, right? If we can get it down to single digits at the end of the quarter, going into the next quarter. Here, that applies, but in halves. Barker three-pointer. Decent look. Went off the backboard before it careened off the rim. Rucker holding at the top of the key. The shot clock is off. Final 8 seconds of the first half. Rucker goes. Swings. Barker didn't have it. He's moving. Got to let it go. And the buzzer sounds, but there's 0.4 left on the game clock. So Elon has it with that much time left. And won't even attempt a shot. We're through 20 minutes of Game 2 in Day 1 of the 2025 Purple CBI. Elon, a 39-30 lead on Army. Halftime is next. Through the course of halftime, we'll bring you statistics, first half highlights, and then the second half. We're back after this. Tuffy, backdoor, scores! Oh, ho, ho!
Around pains.
And we keep you up at night because we're
aches and pains.
You think you're sore in the morning because of your age?
You don't hurt because you're old. You hurt because your mattress stinks, which makes our job a lot easier. Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Purple is proven to help you rise refreshed, which is awful.
For us, it's very good news for you.
Do not go to purple.com.
Do not visit a Purple store.
Elon and Army in the 2025 Purple College Basketball Invitational. We're at the half, and so we'll look at those statistics. The Phoenix up by 9, and that top line kind of tells you the story. 50% from the field of the Phoenix. Now, they went through a scoring drought that lasted nearly 3 minutes at the end of the first half, but they shot so well in those first 17 minutes that they were able to sustain and still shoot it at a 50% clip. From beyond the arc, they're 5 of 10, so matching what they do from three-point land inside the arc. 5 of 24 is Army. Free throws, a big disparity in favor of the Phoenix. They're 10 of 12. Army's hit 3 of the 4 that they've taken. Now Elon, because they could play at a quicker pace, more turnovers, 6 compared to 4. And then Elon actually able to get 2 points off the turnovers. That's kind of interesting. The Black Knights have not been able to capitalize off any of the 6 turnovers for Elon. But your takeaway here when you look at these numbers, Jennifer, this first half between Elon and Army?
Well, just the adjustment that Army's going to have to make in this halftime and being able to figure out a way to get into the paint, get some foul calls against them, and get to the free throw line, as well as, again, that size of Elon is really causing them some trouble. And then for Elon, continuing on extending their lead by doing what works, which is getting into paint, getting with either the dribble or the drive, and then a little bit more of Sam Sherry. He's been really great for the Phoenix so far.
Well, speaking of Sam Sherry, when you look at the individual output, Sherry's leading all scorers this afternoon with 13. He has not missed from the floor. He's 5 of 5, including 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. Second on the team is Andrew King. He's got 7. Harrell's got 6. Williams has added a point. Campbell, Crump, and Smart have all scored 4 points as well. For Army, they're paced by their leading scorer, Jalen Rucker, who's got 8. Allensbach's got 4. So does Laskowski. And then 3 for Curry, 3 for Barker, 3 for Holloway, and 5 for Jordan Everson. That's how the scoring has shaken out in this first half between Elon and Army. When we come back, first half highlights and how Army has found a way to stay in this ball game. At times, Elon has threatened to pull away. Hasn't been the case, though. We're back after this on Flow Sports. Sports are better on the big screen. Head to your preferred device app store to download the on-use Flow Sports TV apps for Roku, Apple TV, Fire TV, Android TV, and Chromecast. Set your favorites, search our library of live and on-demand content, and so much more. Download today, again, sports on the big screen, a chance to download the Flow Sports TV apps for all your major streamers that are available. First half highlights, and it's been dominated by Elon, but Army has found a way to stay in this thing down by just 9, even though the difference was in double digits for the better part of the game. But the Black Knights have been able to shoot it well from beyond the arc in certain instances. And so because of that, what was once a double-digit lead has kind of closed a little bit. Jason Holloway, one of their top scorers for the season, he had a 3 early. Jalen Rucker's taking some from out there. So is their big three-point shooter, Ryan Curry, and it's a way in which Army stayed in this ball game.
And Army did a great job of just finding the open shooter, and they were able to capitalize on some instances, but they're going to need a lot more of that to get back into this game and get the lead from a tough Elon Phoenix.
Yeah, it's a squad that comes in looking for its 18th win of the season. 17-15 is Elon compared to 16-15 for Army. And Elon, this kind of tells you how tough the CAA, their conference is. 8-10 in league play, though very much looking like a team that's ready to come out and compete without two of their better players, TJ Simpkins and his brother TK Simpkins. All right, we're back with second half action after this. Game 2 of day 1 of the 2025 CBI Daytona Beach right here on Flow Sports. 2 more games after this one, with the second half of this one coming up next. Backdoor scores! Oh, ho, ho. Gotcha. Second half about to get underway. Well, Jennifer George, we talked at the half about how three-point shooting kept Army in the ball game. Not in those last 2 minutes and 43 seconds of the first half, though, because they were held without a single point. Elon didn't do much on its end offensively either, but Army really missing a chance to close the gap in that stretch.
Especially they had an opportunity to really cut down this lead heading into halftime, and their inability to capitalize on some of those opportunities Hopefully there was some talk about that at halftime and they can adjust as they come out here second half looking to chip away and get the lead.
Coming right in front of us to inbound is Braden Crump, 6'8" redshirt freshman out of Morganton, North Carolina. As both teams will look to break out of scoring droughts, both going 2.5 plus without points in a game that's been 39-30 for a bit in terms of game time. Andrew King, not a Harrell, Isaac inside, and there's a way to break the scoring drought. Nice way to find, guess who, Sam Sherry.
And Sam Sherry could have gone away, or could have gone to the free throw line. There was a hit on the head there. It's usually a foul, but great find, great finish by Sam Sherry.
I say guess who because just in case you're just joining us or if you missed some of the action, Sherry's got a game-high 15 points, and they are easily a game-high. Three-pointer for Barker's no good. Allen Spack keeping it alive. Hook rolls off. Out of bounds. Army basketball still.
And Allen Spack doing what he does best, keeping possessions alive.
So the Black Knights will inbound from underneath their own bucket. There's Rucker, his shot is blocked. Andrew King back the other way. Crump looking for Sherry. They're going to Sam early here in the second half. He did a lot of damage in the early going to the first half. Guarded by the much smaller Barker. Crump, Sherry. There's King. Screen from Sherry. Back to him. Lefty good over Allen Spack.
That's exactly where the left-handed player wants to catch. On the block, using his
Rucker,
left hand.
nice lead for Allen Spack. Even bigger block for Von Camp.
Great job by Coleman.
Van Coleman, excuse me. And on the other end, a bucket for Elon and Andrew King.
And Elon starting off the second half in motion.
Talked about this during the half as well, that inside interior defense starting this fast break opportunity for Andrew King. Van Coleman with the big block, 7-4. As King completes the three-point opportunity, and just like that, it's a 16-point game.
And the opposite the way the Black Knights wanted to start off this half.
Barker. Allen Spack. Here's Rucker. Step back. Gives to Ryan Curry. Baseline, it's Isaiah Caldwell. Back to Rucker. Nice leave, Allen Spack. He's had a couple of those. Has Rucker, in which he's dished a couple of nice interior passes to Allen Spack. That one doesn't go.
Allen Spack had the right move, but unable to finish.
Three-pointer, Isaac Carroll, money. 19-point lead, and Elon has come out firing out of the half. 10 straight points. It's a 49-30 lead with not even 2 minutes gone. Excuse me, 2:17 gone, a little more than 2 minutes gone in the second half. Timeout. Army wants to talk. We'll take it with them. The Phoenix coming out on fire. 49-30 here from Daytona Beach. Flow Sports coverage of the College Basketball Invitational, sponsored by Purple. The ultimate college fan experience is now here. Head to FloCollege.com to watch more than 12,000 college sporting events from 12 different conferences all in one place. Again, FloCollege.com to watch more than 12,000 college sporting events from 12 different conferences all in one place. Today's broadcast, 4 of them from right here at the 2025 Purple CBI. This Game 2. If you're just joining us, UIW out of San Antonio knocked off Manhattan 92-85 in Game 1. Here, it's Elon opening up a 19-point, 49-30 lead on Army, and a turnover near one there. Army does keep the basketball. Jalen Rucker has it. Into the lane. Nearly got that one to go, and then a one-handed rebound for Braden Crump.
And Elon continues to clear the boards, leading 19 or 20 rebounds to Army's 8 on the defensive side.
That's Sam Sherry inside to Kendall Campbell. Kendall spinning, lefty, good. 21-point lead, and it's a 12-0 run to start the second half for Elon.
And Campbell has a bright future, even though he just got that foul.
Just a sophomore. Jennifer, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He is someone that Coach Billy is very excited about, his ability.
6'8".
You can say the weight. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Atlanta, out of Atlanta, Georgia. He's listed at 243 in terms of weights. Rucker. Here's top of the key, Jordan Everson. And finally, with 16:40 encountering remaining in the second half, the Black Knights get their first field goal points period of the second half. And then right back the other way, Andrew King answers with 2 more.
And when you get King going downhill like that, he is tough to stop.
Rucker back rim, boarded by Ryan Curry. Barker. Rucker into the lane. See Sam Sherry there, so thinks better of it. Barker, down low they go. To Jordan Everson with the right hand and one opportunity. Nice move to get a look, and now a chance at a free throw.
Everson has been a bright spot for the Black Knights in this second half. Going in with the hook, baby hook, over the left shoulder.
Everson out of North Dakota, Wilston, the town. He goes 6'8", a junior. Let's see if he can get one more to get this to a 53-36 ball game. He's short. Sherry with the rebound. Trey O'Neal, it's taken from him. Into the ball game, that's Kendall Haley. Back, and a three-pointer for, go ahead.
Curry for the 3. Thank you so much.
Don't want to steal your thunder.
No, that was a great heady play by Haley, who was able to pitch it back to a streaking Curry for that 3-pointer.
Second from beyond the arc for Curry. He's 2 of 8 from out there. Whistle, and now another opportunity for Army. So let's see if they can string some opportunities together. But first, a timeout. Down by 15. It was 19 and then 21 not long ago. Can Army keep on getting this thing closer?
And Haley with the steal, pitches it back to Curry. Nothing but nets. 3-pointer to keep chipping away at this deficit.
We're back after this from Daytona Beach. The Ocean Center, aptly named, off of Daytona Beach. 2025 Purple CBI action as Army tries to chip away at a lead that was 21 not long ago. It's 15 right now. Elon getting the better of the Black Knights, 53-38. Army program that's looking to continue. It's been a fantastic year. Winning record in the Patriot League at 10-8, 16-15, so better than 500 on the season. And in the meantime, seeing if maybe they can, as we've talked about earlier, maybe get this to within single digits. You know, a couple minutes at a time, continue to chip away at a lead that was once bigger than 20. Whistle there as they try to go inside to.
You could see the wraparound there, down in the paint. Crump getting called for the foul.
Yeah, I was going to say they were trying to get it inside to Jordan Everson. Instead of whistle, so Tate Laskowski inbounds. There's Jordan. Curry will let it fly again. Foul, and the three-pointer goes.
We got Curry for another three, and probably one of the worst fouls that you can have in basketball is fouling the three-point shooter.
Yeah, you know, Austin Williams didn't like the call. Another look. So you see the Austin close on Curry. There's a shot. Oh, yeah, got him with the body. Now you can see how Williams tried to avoid him. But at that point, his momentum not allowing him to escape running into Ryan Curry, who in the last couple of minutes has knocked down a couple of three-pointers. He's got 9 for the ball game. And this is a 12-point difference in favor of Elon. Fantastic answer there for Andrew King. He's been big alongside Sam Sherry for the Phoenix.
King has been real consistent getting into the paint with the dribble and able to finish with contact.
12 now for King. Three-pointer good for Tate Laskowski. Well, Army continuing to stay in this ball game thanks to that three-point shooting. They're not shooting it well, but they're shooting just enough. Some timely threes.
Next step is some stops, and Haley, second steal.
Here's Rucker in the lane, lefty. No. Sam Sherry bothered it just enough. Here's Crump. Watched by Ryan Curry. And then King stepped out of bounds.
Again, you can feel the momentum shifting here. Army doing all the right plays on defense.
With the Black Knights, it's interesting. They're just 9 of 31 from beyond the arc. But it seems like every time they're down or about to go down even bigger, they get a timely three. And so because of that, managing to stay in this. And Coach Kevin Kulik's club now has a chance to make this a single-digit game. Laskowski back to Curry. Everson inside. Kendall Haley to Rucker. Three-pointer good for Jalen Rucker, the leading scorer for Army. Takes that role this afternoon, now with 11 ahead of Everson's 10.
You could tell the shift started when Haley coming off the bench for the Black Knights. His energy on defense has catapulted the Black Knights to cutting down this lead.
Well, Rucker called for his second foul. Moments after, he made this an 8-point game. A game that's just had one lead change. Been tied for just 27 seconds. Otherwise, Elon has been in control. Steal. Here's Rucker ahead, giving chase, and there's the foul. Was DeAndre Smart, and they're going to get DeAndre.
And smart play by Rucker, seeking out the contact first, initiating it, and then getting the foul called.
Coach Billy Taylor wants a timeout. 13:34 remaining, and Army's going to have a chance to make this a 6-point game at the free throw line. We're back after this right here on Flow Sports. The purple CBI continues after this.
I'm aches.
And I'm pains.
And we keep you up at night because we're
aches and pains.
You think you're sore in the morning because of your age?
You don't hurt because you're old. You hurt because your mattress stinks, which makes our job a lot easier. Oh, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Purple is proven to help you rise refreshed, which is awful.
For us, it's very good news for you.
Do not go to purple.com.
Do not visit a purple store.
I'm aches.
Well, this one has gotten really interesting over these last couple of minutes. It's already, even though we've played 6 minutes in the second half, already momentum shifts because Elon scored the first 14 points in the second half. Since then, it's been all Army, and the lead that was 20 plus at one point, Rucker can now cut down to 6.
Helps after that 6-0 run that they've had, and it really started off with their defense, and Rucker again correcting contact with Campbell and able to get to the free throw line.
Well, that's how Jalen was able to get to the line, where he just knocked down the first. He's got 12 for the afternoon. And this will make it a 55-49 ball game. That's exactly what Jalen Rucker does. Some full court pressure by the Black Knights. Elon able to break it. Harrell, corner three, short. Boarded by Kendall Haley. Here comes Curry. Sam Sherry's got that hand up. Curry always thinking, Rucker thinking. Sherry looking. Sherry in that long frame, doing just enough to prevent the shots. Rucker will take it now. Gets the bounce and it goes. It's a 3-point ball game.
Putting Harrell on skates with the step back, able to knock it down with a little assist from the top of the basket.
And Jalen Rucker has put this Army squad on his shoulders over the last couple of minutes. He's got 16 for the ball game. O'Neal into the lane, free throw line jumper, short. Sherry battles for the board. It's taken by Kendall Haley. Total momentum shift. Curry short on the three. Tries to keep it inbound, he does. But now Elon's got numbers, 5 on 3. In the lane, Harrell leaves, down low, Crump, good. And that breaks a big run. That's 19-2 was before that basket for Army before that basket.
Yeah.
It's now a 19-4 over the last 4 minutes. Inside, Jorn Everson with 2 more. Back to a 3-point game. And Army, who had not been shooting well at all through the first couple of minutes in the second half, has now hit 7 of their last 9.
A much needed break for the Phoenix, who was letting a run come.
Another chance to chat it over because Army has put on a total onslaught here these last couple of minutes. 3-point game, 57-44 for what promises to be an exciting final 11 and a half plus minutes of this ball game. We're back after this. The Army Black Knights on a 13-2 run over the last 3 minutes, 11 seconds, and then they've made this a 3-point game with Elon inbounding. Crump on the block, watched by Everson. Turns with the right hook, no. Cleared by Allensbach. Jalen Rucker crosses the timeline.
The Black Knights have had some subs now. Let's see if Caldwell and Allensbach can keep up the pace.
A.J. Allensbach on the block, goes to his right, now back to his left, in the lane, pivot, muscling his way, short. Sam Sherry's height, just too much. Allensbach 6'8", Sam Sherry 6'11".
Well, no, and sometimes as a post player, when you are backing it down and you use so much strength, sometimes that shot is short because at that point you've already muscled your way through.
Sherry from the outside, he's short. Rebound in the arms of King now. King will let it fly. No. Everson lets it go out of bounds. Back into the game for Elon is 7'4" Matthew Van Coleman, center who hails from Utah. Jalen Rucker will inbound as the Black Knights look to continue a run that's got them back in this thing, not only back in this thing, but within 3 and a chance to potentially tie, especially the way they've shot the three-pointer in the last couple of minutes. Shooting percentage was in the 20s for the better part of the game. It's now at 34%, and Rucker's going to increase that. Jalen with 18, a new game high, and the Black Knights are within a single point.
Like you said before, it's a lot of Rucker that has gotten them back in this game.
There's Van Coleman. Crump. Braden now with the right hands. Working on Barker. 2 on the shot clock. He has to put it up. Army comes away with it. It's A.J. Allensbach, and here's Rucker. Jalen lets Curry clear. Gives Ryan the ball. Corner 3. Army has the lead. 59-57 with 9:42 and counting in this contest. They were down 21 earlier in the second half.
Everson right in front of his bench, knocking it down, giving his team the lead. Nothing bigger.
Everson with 15. 6 of 9 from three-point range. An answer, Harrell. He's got it. Isaac Harrell with a timely bucket, and Elon back on top, 60-59. Here's Curry. Van Coleman in front of him. Curry not going to let it fly under those circumstances. Everson leaves for Allensbach. AJ now will look to back down again, working on Sherry. Rolls off. Andrew King tries to settle things down.
Allensbach has made the right move. Just so far, there's a lid on the basket for him in the paint.
King backing down, uses a screen from Sherry. Sherry now with the ball. Draws contact, trying to make something happen, and the man who did so much for Elon in the first half has been relatively quiet here in the second half, looking to get back in the offensive flow.
It's easy to get outshadowed when the whole Army team has just been able to really outshine Elon in the second half.
Sherry's got 17 for the game. First free throw rolls in. So a 2-point lead for the Phoenix. Kendall Campbell into the game. He's number 1 for the 7'4" Matthew Van Coleman. Sherry uses every bit of the rim on both those free throws and gets them both to go. Back up to a 3-point lead after Army took the lead momentarily about a minute ago. Rucker leaves. Good look for Everson. Swish.
And Everson has found his spot on the floor.
Matching Jalen Rucker now with a team high 18. Sherry, here's Crump. That one taken by Rucker in the open court. Harrell's gonna challenge, but Rucker's got the bucket. And Army's got it 2-point lead.
Again, Rucker leading his defense into offense. Again, picking the pocket, taking those cookies.
And then held because Austin Williams wanted to prevent an easy 2 on the other ends. Boy, Jalen Rucker, you cannot say enough about the effort. 7:49 remaining, and this game has completely shifted. Army with the ball up 2. We're back after this, right here on Flow Sports, the Purple College Basketball Invitational. Can't say enough about what Jalen Rucker has done, especially in this second half. For the ball game, he's got 20 points. And by the way, that is not Jalen Rucker. He wears number 1 for Army. But 6 of 18 from the field, 3 of 9 from beyond the arc. He's 5 of 5 from the free throw line. In 27 minutes, he's got those 20 points, but he's also done it defensively, as seen just before the break, Jennifer.
And he's really been the catalyst, emotional leader there for the Black Knights. He has done it on both sides of the floor. He's been able to affect it on his just man-to-man straight-up defense, and then his ability on the offensive side to get his shots falling is also get his teammates like Everson going as well.
Off the second of back-to-back steals, he's at the free throw line. The first of those steals led to 2. The second one led to holding fouls because he was off to the races. Had Elon not stopped him, Rucker hits the first free throw. 3-point lead for Army, 7:49 remaining in this first round game of the CBI. Rucker with 21. Make it 22. He averages 18 a game. Here's Sherry. Andrew King. Harrell. Back to Crump. Right-handed dribble for Crump. Whistle. We'll see who they get here on the foul. Ryan Curry fell to the floor, and I'm wondering if he's who they're going to get because the whistle came a bit after he hit the floor.
And it really, he got the foul because he slipped on his sweat, it looks like. When Curry fell, the floor got slippery and Crump was able to lose his balance.
Now Curry holding one of his fingers on his right hand, stays in the game. Rebounding is Tate Laskowski. knocked out of bounds, but Army basketball, they're up 4 with 7:24 remaining. It was 39-30 Elon at the half. They scored the first 12 points of the second half. But in the second half, it's Army outscoring the Phoenix 36-23 thus far. Everson inside. Couple of moves. Nice right hook.
Everson with a great job feeling the mismatch on the block. And now with full court pressure here by the Black Knights.
Jordan's got 20. 8 of 11 from the field. 4 of 6 from three-point land. Poke away momentarily from Andrew King. He's got a good look at the three. He'll take it. It's short. Whistle. Ball staying right here.
They're going to get Latchkowski under the block, trying to box out a really tough Campbell.
Boy, Curry is still holding that right hand. Staying in the game, though, not asking out. I don't know if Coach Coolwick has seen him or any of the coaching staff has seen him holding that right hand. It's pretty obvious from this vantage point. Three-pointer from Harrell. Good. Cuts the lead in half. Isaac Harrell with a tray. He's got 15, so a good performance today for Isaac Harrell. There's Curry. The wing, it's Everson. Jordan coming up to the wing. Here's Rucker. He'll take the three on the step back, short. Maybe a bit of a heat check there for Jalen. And a loose ball foul, it's going to go against Elon. I think it's Harrell they're going to get. So with Army in the bonus, Jordan Everson walks to the line. Missed on the only free throw he's taken, about the only thing where he hasn't, he's just had the one, but about the only spot on the floor in which he hasn't found success. 8 of 11 from the floor, 4 of 6 from three-point land, and now 1 of 2 from the charity stripe.
I mean, when you look at the first half and you see where we are now with West Point Army in the lead. I mean, what a swing of events.
And not only did Elon have a 9-point lead at the break, I mean, Army had a huge drought to start the second half. I mean, it was, you looked up and it was 51-30 at one point. Andrew King, big bucket. He's got 16. Again, a three-point game, as now it's Elon who's trying to keep this thing at bay. Rucker, there's Curry. Ryan, watched by Kendall Campbell. So effective interior defense in the early going. They've been able to neutralize him. Inside, hook, just rolls off for Tate Laskowski. Here comes Elon, a chance to tie with a three. Sam Sherry, Everson checking him. Sherry on the block. Here's Harrell. Isaac, floater inside. No, puts back his own miss.
That was no box out there by a smaller Rucker. Harrell able to get his own and finish.
70-69. We now go under 5 minutes to go in the game. Laskowski, Rucker. Watched by the much bigger Campbell. Whistle as Rucker blew by Kendall Campbell. Campbell, I think, trying to keep from Rucker getting too far past him, called for the foul.
And he got the worst part of that foul. Campbell, Rucker, inadvertent elbow to the face.
Some substitutions here for Elon. King exits. Trey O'Neal about to come in. But those substitutions will have to wait until after this stoppage in play. I think they're checking the foul here.
I mean, from in real time, it didn't look like it was advertent. It was He was driving to the basket. Elbow comes up for his momentum. So this should be a quick one.
Brian Zink, Chase Shaw, and Jim Gugas are 3 officials this afternoon. Appear to be reviewing whether it was a foul or maybe the severity of the foul, the grade of the foul is what they're maybe looking at. I tell you hit on this moments ago. Had someone told anybody, I think, in this gym that not long after this was a 21-point game that Army would build a 6-point lead in that short amount of time, I think mostly everybody in here, even the most diehards from the Army side, would have said, I don't know about that. That's the way this game's played out, though.
Hey, it's March. Basketball in March. Anything could happen. And you're right. When you think about how the first half went, it wasn't just a score because they were able to cut into the lead. It was just if you didn't look at the score, you would think that Elon had everything going for them. They had the low post presence. They were really able to affect Army, but that's what happens when you go into a half. You go into a half, you make adjustments, and then you execute off of coaches' strategy.
So officials now coming back our way. Explanation. So the call is it's a common foul, not a flagrant foul. Natural motion essentially is what the officials said in terms of the move. He was kind of going through what a natural motion would be, nothing advertent about it.
I think I said that back there.
You know, that's the way I interpret it, at least. Not that he has all the time in the world to explain it to us, but because there was nothing really forceful or really with bad intentions, I think they're just going to keep it a common foul, which seems to be the right call. Here's Jalen Rucker, who's got 22, along with Jordan Everson. That's a game high. First free throw is good. Rucker's perfect at the free throw line. 8 for 8 now. And Army's got a 2-point lead. See, didn't jinx him. Was testing the theory out there.
So far, so good.
I was going to say Jalen Rucker's free throw game is more powerful than any potential silly jinx by an announcer. It's a 3-point advantage for Army. O'Neal for Elon. Here's Sherry. He'll let it fly. Rims out. Kind of shot that went down in the first half. Rucker holds it. Isaiah Caldwell swings. There's Everson. He'll let it fly. He's feeling it. Back rim, though. Isaac Carroll
I think
with the board.
Army could have gotten a better shot than that, especially now with the lead. They don't need to just jack up threes.
Wondering there if Everson was feeling himself a little bit. 4 of 7 now from beyond the arc. Inside, Sherry. Goes back inside after he got the outlet. Stays Elon basketball. And a timeout on the court. Elon with possession. They're down by 3, so a chance to get within 1, maybe tie when we come back. Flo Sports, your home for the first 2 days of the CBI, sponsored by Purple. Well, not only has Army gotten back into this ball game after being down by 21 early in the second half, they've gotten back in a hurry. We've still got 3:51 to go, and they took the lead a couple of minutes ago. Plays like this, a big reason why, Jennifer. Jordan Everson in the lane, and when he wasn't doing his thing defensively, they were getting it done from beyond the arc, and of course, Jalen Rucker's been all over the place as well.
And they've had great opportunities, and they've been able to capitalize on each and every one of them. It was a full team effort. Rucker, defense from Haley, Latchensberger, everyone's been able to really get a piece of this and be able to impact and get that lead. And you see Army now trying to play offense now instead of the defense that they were trying to be.
Yeah, Elon has battled back, but for the most part, it's been Army who's been on an absolute tear, outscoring Elon 42-30 in the second half thus far, after Elon had outscored the Black Knights 39-30 in the first half. So almost identical numbers to this point, with 3:51 still to go. Top of the key, it's Smart. DeAndre thought about it, turnover as he went into the lane. Here's Rucker. From a chance to cut it to 1 for Elon, now it's Army a chance to go up by 5 or 6 the way they've been shooting the 3. Curry inside, leaves. Isaiah Caldwell, left hand, no whistle, air ball. Here's Elon. King leaves for Sam Sherry, loses it. Back the other way, Laskowski. Thought they were going to try to run there for a second, but Ryan Curry holding things up. Under 3:15 and counting. Rucker splits the double team, tried to, fell down, and now it's Elon with numbers. DeAndre Smart in the open court, misses the layup.
What an interesting point of events. The refs letting him play last 3 possessions, and then an easy point-blank layup missed by Smart, which he could have just dunked it.
I'm wondering if he jumped off the wrong foot, and that's why he didn't dunk it. Although that would have been more awkward to lay it up off the wrong foot. I don't know. I'm just trying to – he's 6'6". It's not like if I was out there, you know.
I think you could do it.
I would have missed that too, but at least I have a reason. I'm all of 5'11" and don't have any skills. But yes, to your point, very surprising that he didn't try to dunk it. Here's Barker. Blake, first point since the first half. Now 4 for the game, and a big one because it makes it a 2-possession game at 73-69 with 2:58 to go in the second half. Barker 2 for 2, and it's a 5-point lead. Here's Andrew King for Elon. Gets a screen from Sherry, not another screen on the other side. Again, they go back to it. Sherry looks to post, they go instead to Smart. Working inside, using the body, hook, no. Rebound for Harrell. Isaac foul.
You know, Smart was trying to get that bucket back from the previous possession. Unable to hit, but it ends up with a Phoenix at the free throw line.
Harrell with 17, that's seconds for the Phoenix this afternoon. This will be his first free throw. Isaiah Caldwell exits for Army.
And limping. Hopefully he'll be okay. Athletic training staff can take a look at him.
I think he might have come in to spell Ryan Curry. They may have been checking out Ryan's hand. First of a one-on-one is off for Harrell, and so here's Ryan Curry. His team up by 5. Everson, 22 on the afternoon. Up to Laskowski. Curry will let it fly. There you go, Jennifer, all you.
Nothing but net. Curry for 3. No hand, no problem. He has no issues.
It is an 8-point lead for Army. Foul on Everson. He got Sam Sherry, so because Elon's now in the bonus, Sam will head to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. A 29-point turnaround from when this game was 51-30 in favor of Elon. And mind you, that was in the second half. A couple of minutes in, to be exact. Sherry's free throw is good, so we'll get another. Leading scorer for the Phoenix with 20 now.
Also, too, Van Komen continues to stay on the bench.
So big in the early going. He's a 7'4" center who, along with Kendall Campbell, really bothered these Black Knights in the paint. Harrow exits. Braden Crump is in. Campbell on the floor as well. Trey O'Neal, Sherry, who just shot the free throws, and Andrew King, the 5 for Elon. Ryan Curry breaks the press. Barker trapped, and he calls timeout. Jordan Everson, go ahead, Jennifer.
And a smart play by Barker calling the timeout before a most likely forced turnover.
It's a short timeout. It gives us a chance to tell you that your college sports have a home on Flo College. Watch more than 1,200 college sporting events from 100 schools and 12 different conferences only on Flo College. Head to flocollege.com today to see everything now. And the wonderful thing about events like this is you not only have a chance to catch other action going on aside from this one, we still got 2 more games coming up today in the College Basketball Invitational sponsored by Purple, and then 4 more tomorrow. So following this ball game at 4:30, it's 4:30 scheduled time. Won't start at 4:30, a little bit after that. So come back and join us a little bit after 4:30 for Queens and Northern Arizona. And then slated for a scheduled 6:30 start time, it's Illinois State and Presbyterian. Those 2 games round out the 4 being played today in the first rounds. Big possession for the Black Knights. They're up by 6 with 1:59 remaining. Get points here, and you make it potentially a 4-possession game. Rucker.
Can Army get a good shot with this elevated defense? And a Rucker in the face of Campbell.
Almost got that one to go off the roll. I said the kind of day he's having, that's probably going to go down after it hit the backboard, after hitting the front of the rim. But it's Elon now who can cut it to 4. King in the lane, spins, no. Guess who got the rebound for Army? Rucker battling for it, and he's fouled.
And Rucker heads straight to the free throw line. He said, come on, guys. We're about to hit some free throws.
Double bonus, so he's going to get 2.
And all the shots that King and Sherry were hitting in that first half are unable to get down.
At the half, Elon was shooting 50%. They're now at 47%. At the half, Army was shooting 27%. They're up to 36%. For 3-point range, it's interesting because they shot so poorly in the first half, their percentages for the game still aren't very good. From the beyond the arc, they're at 35%. From the field, they're at 36%. But what they've done in the second half, then there's the first free throw miss for Jalen Rucker on his 10th attempt from the line. What they've done in the second half, though, is outweighed, and it hasn't totally erased the math from the first half, but it's at least got it back in their favor. And in the end, all that really matters, and all that matters, period, is that they're up by 6 with 1:26 remaining in this ball game. Chance for point number 25 for Jalen Rucker. And he's got it. More importantly, a 7-point lead with 1:26 to go for Army.
And he's exactly who you want at the free throw line. 80% free throw shooter on the season.
King, Harold, Isaac has to hold on to it and then hits a 3 fading away from the corner. Makes it a 4-point game. This thing's nowhere near over yet. 1:05 to go. Shot clock now at 20. Curry. He's got Rucker to his left. Curry working on Sherry. He'll let it fly, and he hits it. Ryan Curry with all the confidence in the world. The step-back jumper, a 6-point lead for Army.
A true 2-possession game for the Phoenix.
And then on the other end, the big block on Trey O'Neal.
And Curry doing it on both ends with the tough jumper on one side and heady defense on the other.
Well, Ryan Curry turning these 2 possessions into a personal highlight reel.
O'Neal had the open layup, but not so fast. Curry to swap it away.
14 points for Curry, 3 assists. He's actually got 5 rebounds, so for a small guy, he boards really well. Sherry inside, got to have these. Rolls off, but he's going to the free throw line.
And for Elon, that's huge. Stops the clock and heads to the free throw line.
So Sherry here a chance to add to his team high 21 points. Gets it to go. Now, if this score holds, and if Army could hold on, they would get their first win in the postseason since 1970. Their last postseason win came in the 1970 NIT. It's been 55 years since a team coached by Bob Knight took West Point to postseason success.
And I think another guy that we might know, Coach K, also.
Mike Krzyzewski had just graduated right before. He graduated in '69 that following year, and he won a game in the NIT while with Army. The following year was the last time the Black Knights would win a postseason game until potentially today as Ryan Curry slips through. Still with the dribble. Shot clock's at 17. Elon needs to foul. Rucker, that's who you want to foul if you're Army.
A lot of time went off that clock before fouling for the Phoenix. And again, if you don't get that trap or steal right before that half mark, then the next thing took them some time.
Very quiet here in the Ocean Center as Rucker lines up for the first of 2. That one's off. So still potentially a one-possession game, though if you're Elon, you don't bank on that because you can't assume that Army is going to make a bad play and foul you on a 3-point attempt. So for all intents and purposes, still a two-possession game, excuse me. This for sure would make it a 2-possession game if Rucker can hit this second free throw. 26 for Jalen Rucker. 81-76 our score with 20.6 remaining. Rice O'Neal, he's got to hurry. Trey O'Neal, I should say. Inside, Andrew King knocked away. Army with the ball, and that might do it. 11.7 to go. They're up by 5 and headed to the free throw line for 2.
And that's a tough for O'Neal, and looked open but unable to complete the pass to King.
It's Kendall Haley. I'm sorry, Jennifer, go right ahead.
On the other side, Haley, though, now able to really shut the door on this. You can finish those 2 free throws.
And I think there's little doubt that that man, number 1 for Army, is our player of the game as Haley knocks down the first of the 2 free throws. His first point of the ball game. 6-point advantage. Jalen Rucker, 26 points in 35 minutes, 6 of 20 from the field, 3 of 11 from 3-point range, 11 of 13 at the free throw line. Oh, by the way, also a game-high 6 assists in this one. Back come the Phoenix, down by 6. King gets it to go, and a timeout for Coach Billy Taylor with 2.8 remaining in a game that, barring absolute disaster for Army, is going to go the way of the Golden Knights.
And the Black Knights have really done it all, from Rucker hitting it from the corner. He's done it all 3 levels, from the outside to steals on defense to breaking ankles and stepping back, and a little help from the backboard. But he has been the catalyst for the Black Knights getting back into this game, not only back, but the lead and that defense of his, and being able to finish in open space.
And just about every one of these highlights comes from the second half. He was good in the first half. He's been Superman in the second half. And the biggest reason, although it's a team effort, right? Basketball is a team game.
Especially at Army.
Especially at Army. And you can't forget, you cannot at all dismiss Jordan Everson's 22. But Jalen Rucker, the biggest reason we are about to see the outcome that we're in for with 1.2 and the Black Knights headed back to the free throw line. It's worth repeating. Early in the second half, the score of this one was Elon 51, Army 30. That's after the Phoenix had a 9-point lead at the break.
And, you know, also been really shocking at the end of this, an 80% free throw shooter in Rucker has gone a little cold from the free throw line. His free throw percentage, 11-14. Although I'm not a mathematician, but that actually is seeming pretty close there. And the Elon crowd that has traveled down to Daytona Beach, giving him the love he is needed, and that's it.
Giving Sam Sherry, the senior forward, a standing ovation in his final score for Elon. But this ball game all about the Army Black Knights. Jalen Rucker leads the way with 27 points and a game-high 6 assists. And the Black Knights rally from a 21-point deficit early in the second half to get an 83-78 win over Elon. Final thoughts, Jennifer George, on a game that was back and forth early, but only very early. Elon had control of through the most of the first half, and then early in the second half, and then we see it turn out this way.
Well, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, and nothing better than Army getting their first win in postseason in over a bunch of decades, and they were able to get it done here at the Ocean Center in Daytona Beach, Florida, and looking forward to seeing them tomorrow.
First win in 55 years in the postseason, and it earns them a trip. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock, they'll face FGCU. First things first, Queens, Northern Arizona, coming up next.